Okay, I'm going to take another stab at the explanation of Sonar's Quantize MIDI effect. I've already loaded up a sample tank instance, and I've loaded a drum kit in. I have a drum track set up. I'm going to set a region to loop on. I'm going to insert the Quantize MIDI effect, 16th note resolution. Everything else is default here. It's just straight up strong. I'm going to move that out of the way. We don't need that to be visible right now. And right now it's a non-destructive effect. So you're going to hear it on each pass of the loop as I play it, but it won't be modifying the actual MIDI data, and I'll show you that as soon as I finish running through this loop. If there are dropouts, I'm going to blame it on this software that's running to record this. Usually my system doesn't have these issues. So here comes around this loop a couple of times. Alright, so I've gone around it a couple of times. I'm going to split that out into its individual components here. And here's a nice little track layers trick. You see how many tracks I have showing here. Obviously there's not that many, so I'm going to go into track, layers, rebuild, and that will straighten those out. And you can see my 4 takes. So if I were to solo out this take, for example, all you'll hear is the hi-hat run. Right? The point is, we hear it being quantized. Now let me turn that off. Now this is no quantize effect right now. And you hear how sloppy that is. Now let's tighten that up. Alright, you hear how much cleaner that is. Now there is some extra little snare in here that I want to get rid of. It's right there. So as we come in here, we can find my snare drum is right there. I obviously have some kind of a problem with this note. So I'm going to select nothing and get rid of one of those. Alright, now that's okay. I'm going to take these, and now remember, we're trying to get to the goal of having a loop that we can stretch out and use. This is for putting the loop together, putting the groove together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bounce these to a single clip and get out of track view like that. Now we're still using the quantize effect, so you can see, for example, how out of time some of these items are. They're not on the marker at all. Yet they sound like they are because the quantize is running. So if we're finished with this loop and we're satisfied with the way that it sounds, then what we can do is apply that effect destructively. That takes the effect out of the bin, and it puts everything on the grid. So now we've destructively quantized this exactly as you heard it sounding. And now all I have to do is make this a group clip. And I'm ready to use it. I should be able to roll that out as many times as I like, and you'll not hear this loop point. It's a nice clean loop. No issues there, and it'll come around on that loop again as here. It's exactly what I wanted. So there you have a quick example of how to use the MIDI effects quantize, how to create a groove pretty quickly without being able to even play it very tightly. Hope that's a helpful video, maybe a little bit clearer than the last one.